Alex Higgins, who's put up a terrific battle. He's a great competitor, but he's not featured in this particular final.
Steve Davis, 4.
And that's the style of play that unfortunately has let Alex down. A disappointed man, having fought so hard to get to the final, he could not stop the onslaught of this youngster.
1.
A typical example there of the long putting and the opening of every break he's made. In an early session, he made the 7th snooker century, a magnificent break of 114. Since that opening session, Steve Davis has made break after break at the most important time.
Seven.
Just looking at the top left-hand corner pocket. And unfortunately, the black won't go into the one pocket, so it's not easy to get position.
Twelve. Thirteen. Steve Davis, 13.
I nickname him the young professor of pot, for he's like a young school teacher. A brilliant one from Alex, who has not yet given up. The wrinkles on that 33-year-old brow now beginning to show.
Four. Five.
Alex took the risk of going into the red spot.
11. $16.
Just 1 point in it.
$17.
Alex goes 6 points in front and has all the reds at his mercy.
23.
Well, Alex has got a nice red, easy red here, but it's not easy to get back onto a colour. The black is locked into the corner pocket. He He's trying to get back round onto the blue ball there. But he can still get the blue and come back right up the table, off the bottom cushion, right back up the table onto one of the loose reds. He would like to get one of the reds that's stopping the black going into the corner pocket.
29.
And I think he's got possibly a choice of both of them.
$30. Alex Higgins, 30.
Not a bad shot.
A break of 30 by Alex. And 5 reds to go. 6 reds, in fact.
Steve Davis, 17. Alex Higgins, 30.
Alex out of his seat, anxious to see what Steve is going to play.
Well, Alex was lucky to get out of that position quite as well. It was a very reckless sort of shot, the way he threw himself at that blue when he could have possibly have put himself into a winning position in this frame.
It's a great shot.
I think he may possibly just have the angle to just nudge those 2 reds and try and get one of those open.
Now 21 points ahead.
Yes, I think Alex was expecting a little touch on that first red there, which would have left himself on a red into the centre pocket. Just didn't get the cannon that he expected.
Completely undecided, but his mind is made up on one thing. He's not going to let this match go without a battle.
Alex Higgins, 8.
Well, Steve has got quite a simple safety shot here, sending the cue ball right across the table, but he could push one of those reds towards the corner pocket.
Using the cushion rail to play this safety stroke. "21 points. Alex in the lead, but Steve requiring just 1 frame. Alex shakes his head as he walks back to his seat. Has he allowed this young man to get in with another of his long pots?
One.
Well, of course, they saw a loose safety shot there from Alex Higgins. Left the cue ball by the baulk line and allowed Steve Davis to get his hand on the table and get a good stance, and of course made the long pot very much easier. Absolutely vital to get the cue ball very close to the ball cushion when playing safety shot, particularly against a player like Steve Davis who pots so well.
Seven.
Points in it. And that's reduced to 7.
14.
I think that Steve is probably looking to win the frame from this position. Probably just roll the red into the centre pocket and try and pot the black and come off the top cushion and disturb those two reds.
15.
Just missed the reds there.
22.
He's 1 point in front. And a happy smile on the face.
Steve Davis, 22.
Black right over the centre pocket. Alex goes back into the lead.
8.
And plays it safe.
Alex Higgins, 8. Steve Davis, 39. Alex Higgins, 46.
You must give credit to this man who must be under terrible pressure at the moment. Still fighting. And another delightful snooker. He wants to see it for himself. Steve thinks he can just get through to clip it. This may be disastrous. Alex Higgins goes back to his seat. He's 7 points in front. There's one red and the colours on the table.
One.
Yellow in a very difficult position, but he may just move it with this. Doesn't attempt to.
I think he's got the perfect angle, Ted. Had he have got straight on the yellow, it would have been difficult, but I think the angle is just right for him to get onto the green.
7.
Steve Davis goes 3 points ahead. The curtain's now beginning to fall on the Coral UK Championship 1980. As the 23-year-old Londoner from Plumstead, Steve Davis, making his debut in a big-time championship, the first time he's appeared in a final, is about to don the crown of UK champion. I'm sure as the years go by, you will see him, as I hope to, wear the world crown. And there he is with a big smile. Congratulated by Alex Higgins. Our crowded audience thrilled with this 23-year-old Londoner who has fought his way through from the first round of this UK Championship right the way through, defeating several champions on the way, and finally taking victory over Alex Hurricane Higgins at 16 frames to 6.
Steve, when it came to that last frame, did you suddenly think, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go on into the night, I might just lose this one?
Oh yeah, there was always a thought of failing at the last hurdle. When I putted the yellow along the bottom cushion and got on the green and then potted that, then I knew I think I'd won it, and there's all sorts of feelings going on inside, but I'm not too sure what they were.
Were the feelings and are the feelings anything like you thought they'd be? You obviously thought, well, if I win this, it's going to be great. You must have imagined what it must be to feel like.
Yeah, I don't think I could have possibly imagined that the score would be so wide. Otherwise, I mean, if it's very, very close, I think it's more exciting. But it's still very exciting.
Would you say this was the best snooker you'd played in your life?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've won the title. Congratulations. Steve Davis, United Kingdom professional champion. And now to present the trophy, the founder of Coral's, the sponsors, Mr. Joe Coral, accompanied by Mr. Ken Tucker, chairman of Coral Racing. The 1980 Coral United Kingdom professional champion from London, Steve Davis.
Well, it's really been a wonderful afternoon.